Hey guys, going to show you a simple way to install a Fusion 8, spelt with an 8 and not an E, in a 1/10 scale rig. Oh wait, this isn't a 1/10 scale rig. This is 1/8. But yes, it'll fit in the Emo X3. Here we go. Here's a 1/10 scale rig. Oh no, wait. This is a D110 chassis, so it's actually 1/9. So, but yes, it'll fit in the TRX4. Here we go. This is a true 110. This is my Chevy step-side truck. The body was made by a company from the 70s that was competing against Tonka. But it's, I've already talked about this in a previous video, but this is the exact same measurements as a Clodbuster, which is roughly like 10.4. But anyway, it is a TRX4. I shortened it by these links. These right here. These are Traxxas links. I believe those are for like a short course truck. 75 is the number. But anyway, I'll show you a video here in a second of me getting it in and what you have to do. It's extremely simple. You can use a cutoff wheel. You can use, for a Dremel tool, you can use snips, wire cutters, even a file. And I'll show you here in a second. And then we're going to take it for a drive. Hey RC buddies, this is Tom with Attached RC Rock Crawlers. Hey, I am putting a Fusion 8 in my 1/10 scale TRX4. My TRX4, I'm sorry, my bench is so nasty. Anyway, this was a Sport. I put a 2-speed in it and I underdrove the rear axles. These aren't the correct tires I normally run. I just threw them on because I needed the tires off of this for another rig for Proline by the Fire. But anyway, I digress. I'm pulling out this stroker motor, which is a Puller Pro 540L from Homes Hobbies. It has approximately a 560 rotor in it, and looking, this is just a guess. I mean, I'm roughly estimating it. The rotor, because Holmes, John puts extra large rotors in his motors, and the Fusion has an ESC up here at the top. So I'm just guessing that the ESC starts from about where this line is on up. And looking at the length of both of these, I'm assuming they probably have close to the same rotor length. I mean, that's just guessing. But obviously the diameter is going to be a lot bigger, and I'm going to have FOC, which is nice. And the last time I was at like Crawlers and Coffee, which was a while back, this motor was cutting out, but I don't know if it was because I had fresh batteries. I had 2 fresh batteries because I run saddles on here and one over here, small ones like 2200s. And when one would die, I just switched to the other one. But it was shutting off on me. So, and it wasn't hot, so I don't know if that was the ESC. It had to have been somewhere in the ESC, the Mamba X here. But anyway, I'm pulling this, and it's going to give me all this room. And I'm hoping I don't have to modify anything here to fit the Fusion in. But I might have to. I might have to cut this brace, or I might have to move the servo forward. And cut a notch in the servo, and this back hole where the servo is, I'll cut here and move down this way. Anyway, I'll show all that when I get the motor in, if I got to do this. All right, during fitment, it wouldn't fit all the way through. It was about a 1/4 inch this way. So all I did was shave off the little braces right here that went right here with my Dremel. And it fits right in there. Okay, I got it installed. There's very little room. I mean, it's right up against that cross member up there, but it's in there, and it has full compression and full flex on all the way down. My single top link does hit, but just barely. But that's at full compression, and I'm gonna tune it and then take it for a drive. Well, here we go. Anyway, this old TRX4 is a Sport that I picked up when they first came out, and it didn't stay stock very long. I'm pretty sure I threw a revolver in it, and I got tired of having a single speed, so I put a 2-speed in it. And then at one of the Proline events, I was digging through my phone while we were back at camp, and got on eBay and saw a truck like this body right here, and started researching it. And then the guy wanted a lot of money. So I didn't buy it. And when I got home from Proline, it had sold. So I was like, that's okay. So I kept my search engine on for gay toy trucks, Chevy, and like in a week, this popped up, and it was only like $30. So I was like, hey. So I grabbed it, and it showed up. I shortened the wheelbase, which was fun, to say the least. Let's see, put it back in first gear. I don't even know if it's in first gear, but I am only running this on 3S. I have like 1 or 2 4S's, and they're a little puffy because I haven't run 4S in a while. And my lights and my winches, because I run 1060 ESCs. As my winch controllers. So I can't run 4S on those, and I don't feel like putting BCs and everything in everything. I don't want that rear tire to pound up. All I need is to break some parts. But if you run this on 4S and a TRX4, there's probably a good chance you're going to break something. I mean, they're big rotors in these 1/8 scale motors. Anyway, the tuning on this 8 is no different than any other Fusion. It tunes just like the Fusion Pro 1/10 scale motor. There's some pretty decent videos out there, especially from Hobbywing, on how to tune them. So I'm not going to show you that part. This rig likes to flip over on its side right here. Let's see if I can do it without it. So far, so good. I can't see the screen on my camera, so I hope I'm getting everything. It's cloudy out here, and it just has that. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Even Even on 3S, this thing seriously has some power to it. You know what's nice, you know, besides just cutting off those little tabs, let's leave this thing in second gear for now, so you guys can see, you know, even with a higher gearing, it's you know, more freeway gears, it still crawls like crazy. I know I'm jumping around on subjects here, but even on 3S, it has enough to probably tear the truck apart. I believe I put a 16 tooth in there, if I haven't mentioned it yet. You know, I've had this motor literally in the truck for like 2 months already, and I just didn't get a video out. I've just been busy with other things, and you know, family stuff and being out of town, and then there was KOH and birthday parties, and again, I hope I'm getting the rig in there, because I can barely see the screen. So, I mean, who doesn't want a big block in their truck? I mean, unless you're comp and you just got to have it lightweight. But what's nice about the TRX4, where the motor placement is it sits forward and it sits pretty low. So I think to a certain extent, it's going to help. Because look, you can see how low that motor is. It's right there. I mean, super low, right up next to the axle. You can't get much lower than that without you know, without hitting the links. I'm going to switch back down into first gear and see if I can make this climb right here. This climb's always problematic for a short wheelbase rig. Even on the way down, when you're going the opposite direction, you usually have to throttle out of it because you end up flipping it. Well, I mean, scale rigs like this, I mean, comp rigs is, you know, like my Pro, you know, will usually, oh, it's getting ready to go over. Yeah, my Pro walk right up most of this out here. My Axial Pro. There we go. Now let's see if I can not flip it on the way down. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. Let's go up it. Grab my milk crate so I can sit down, because I don't feel like standing. I just put it back in second gear when I flipped it around. Oh, not the line I wanted. Oh. Oh. Yeah, definitely not the line I wanted. Let's put it back over here. Put it back in first gear. Let's see if I can go down without flipping it. Oh. Look at that. Let's go over the bridge and then I'll end the video. So I'll go over it the opposite way. Well, that was uneventful. You know what? One more line and I'll end it. I've always liked this line right here. Well, usually goes a little better if I'm not watching through the camera. Oh, I guess that's a good ending. Oh, I dropped my 805. All right, hey guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. If there's any questions that you have about the Fusion 8 or this body or anything about my rig, just drop a comment, man. I like talking to RC people. You guys have a great week. God bless.